Okay, so today I just want to repot my paphiopedilum. I only have one. I don't know why I never got one. I like them. I really love them, actually. I just had the misconception that they were harder to care for than they really are. So this one is pretty new. I got this one when I got the Winter Wonderland White Fairy on Odontocidium, or Oncidium, I can't remember. But anyway, so what I've done is, its flower dropped pretty much right away when I brought it home. And I think the main reason for this was that it was covered in mealy bugs. I'm talking like hundreds of mealy bugs. Don't ask me, my husband picked it up for me and he didn't notice them, it was dark. But it's okay, we'll just treat them because I've gotten mealy bugs before. And we'll just spray them with a mixture of alcohol and water and hope that that takes care of it and keep them quarantined for a while. This guy, I've already pulled him out of his pot. He has, that's the new growth. The medium growth is where the bloom is coming from, and then an older growth in the back. Looks like it's got a bit of rot. So what I'm going to do is just take the medium from the roots, and then I'll show you what we're dealing with. Okay, so he doesn't have a lot of roots, but he's got some. None of them are dead. But I'm not really sure why, because the medium he's in, I don't know if I can move him, is like totally dirt. Like, it's bark that's just broken down, and you can't even tell on video, but it just smushes in my hand, like super broken down, just gross. Doesn't smell rancid, but it definitely is not good. So we're gonna have to clean this guy's roots with some water, then spray him with hydrogen peroxide. I'm going to spray this with some cinnamon. It looks like a bit of rot, so... Oh, actually, I know what that is. The flower spike had a stake, and the stake went through this growth. Isn't that sad? So there was a big hole, but I'm going to dust that with cinnamon anyway, just to kill off any bacteria. And I'm going to clean this guy, and then I'll come back. Oh, I got to spray him with alcohol, too, to kill the mealy bugs, so... I will show you the finished product. So I've dried it out pretty good. Just got him hanging upside down to make sure that any water that got trapped in there, which most likely did, is all drying and draining. I kept him by a vent so he would get dry faster, so yeah, we're just going to let him air dry a little bit longer, and then we're going to use this pot here. This is the best size pot I could find. Sorry, guy. I just drilled the holes, but yeah, it cracked a lot, so I didn't give him a lot of air holes. This, I heard they don't really like air on their roots. I don't know, so I'm going to see how this goes because I feel like he needs air, and this is just a really heavy-duty plastic pot, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, so because this isn't a proper shaped pot, I'm going to be putting some rocks down there for drainage. I wish I had smaller rocks or better rocks for this, but I don't. So that will have to do, just to keep the water pooling down. I'm going to put a little bit of bark in there to start. And we're going to take our paphiopedilum, and this pot is still a little big. I didn't want to reuse his old pot because it was black and I couldn't see the roots, and yeah, it would have been a perfect size, but we're going to go with a size up and just hope that he does fairly well in it. So this is the finished product. It turned out quite well. I think he'll be able to live in this pot for many years to come. There's lots of room for new growths. Of course, I'll repot him to change the medium and freshen it up. But yeah, I think this is big, but it'll do him for many years. So I'm really happy about this. I did hydrogen peroxide the spots and the roots a little because, yeah, on closer examination, all the root tips are burned off from rotten medium as well. So it's a shame, but I know he'll put out new roots, and hopefully this guy will do quite well. And this new growth here, hopefully it will mature soon. Another few months, it should be at maturity and able to put out its own flower spikes, so that'll be a real treat. Alright, thanks guys for tuning in. Yeah, it was great just getting this guy repotted finally. I've had him for a while, and I'm going to have to spray him for mealy bugs a few more times because I definitely found a few live ones. But I hate to use any sort of pesticide spray, so I try to go natural, and I'll just, when I water him once a week, give him a dousing, and hopefully that will take care of it. See you guys. I also forgot to mention that I got this path from Dye Sioma Orchids, where I get a lot of my orchids, and it's Mystic Quest crossed with Double Deception. So it is a deep burgundy lip with a white, I don't know what you call those little hat things, And yeah, it's got some burgundy outer leaves, like the plant and then the little outer leaf guys. I gotta look up some terms, but yep, that's what it looks like. I wish I could post a picture, but once again, I gotta figure out video editing, and once I do, you'll be the first to know. Have a great day, guys.